Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. I hope all is well. Excuse my mouth. I just had a tooth extraction a few days ago. So if my speech is a little bit off, you know why. Well, one of the reasons why. But I want to discuss something that has been trolling on the internet for a few days here. Brandon Marshall, um, who is a former NFL player. Um, there is a video of him disciplining his son at 2 o'clock in the morning. And there has been some mixed reviews about this. Some saying that it's overboard, some saying that it's abuse, some are saying that this is what children need. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's get into the video and let's see what you think of it.
Then when we were in LA, Santa Monica, running at midnight on the pier, we wanted to do that. We love to do that. And then there's correction, then there's discipline. You're walking, run. Discipline correction is good. Even 2 in the morning, we run. I don't got to put my hands on you. But I'm training you up to be a warrior. I'm training you to be a leader, to serve, to have discipline, to be better than me. Run. Let's go. If you don't start running, we're going to go 3 miles. So you better start running because you don't know when I'm going to tell you to stop. You don't want to listen? We run. We work. 2 in the morning. Let's go. Faster. I'm driving 3 miles per hour. You should be going at 8 or 9 miles per hour right now. Go.
Now, for me, this is not something I would post on social media because it's no one's business. What I do with my child and how I discipline my child is no one's business, and I don't need to post it on social media. Number two, I see nothing wrong with this. This is something that the children in our communities, in our community, children as a whole, this is what we need right now. Because let me just explain something. The children nowadays are just off the hook. Would you rather him do this with his child or have his child end up like this?
Breaking. Chicago just turned into absolute chaos after police broke up a massive teen takeover, and within seconds, kids started running through the streets, jumping on cars, smashing windshields, and leaving drivers trapped in fear.
Or end up like this.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant factors on the charges, he is ordered held without bond.
Or fall for or date a young woman like this.
So I'm like, babe, what are you doing? Give me my diploma.
High school withholds teen's diploma after viral graduation split because she did a split during her graduation ceremony.
Hey, we go helicopter for prom. We go 2 out of 3 transportation. Y'all can't with me on no day.
No, I don't think so. We have selective outrage. When we have children in the community acting a fool, jumping on cars and doing that and doing splits and just you know, for prom night, you know, you got the hood prom or whatever you want to call it, showing out, doing helicopters and just dismissing what is important to teach your child as a parent, right? Dismissing that and doing what the world does or doing things to please the world, right? I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. And that young man is blessed to have a father in his life who is involved. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know what he did to deserve that, but it's probably not the first time that it happened. And it's going to stick with him for a while. If I keep doing this, this is what's going to happen. Now, probably Brandon Marshall has more than likely tried different things. I don't know his son. I don't know how his son behaves. I don't know how many times he told his son to do this and do that and he didn't listen and all. I don't know that. But more than likely, he has tried different things. And this is probably the last resort that he had to go to. You know, nowadays, our children, I wouldn't say that they're exposed more to uh, to certain things. I would say they're easily exposed to things now because back in the days we were exposed to different things, we're but the children nowadays are easily exposed to these things. Now they have cell phones. Now they can go on Disney or go on any movie, watch any movie that will celebrate sin or that will teach them how to uh, live a life that is not in the way of God, right? You have the uh, uh, it's the music, right? It's the music as well. I was driving with my son the other day, and I said, "Well, let's see what's on the radio." I usually, when my son is in a car with me, it's either R&B or gospel, right? Um, and sometimes I may say, "Oh, okay, well, let's see what's on this station. What music is out?" Because he may get bored of the R&B, but let's put it on. All I hear is nah. All I hear is yelling and I don't know what people are saying. I don't know, and I'm just like, mm-mm. Let's go back to the R&B, or let's go back to the gospel. Um, but this is something that our children need, especially now because they are exposed to so many things, and they can be easily influenced by different things in life, right? And when you have a father, and not saying that mothers aren't needed, but a father, the head of the household, is needed. A father sets the tone for the family, right? The father is the one who's supposed to show the family the way to go, right? The family follows the lead of the father. And a lot of times in our communities, even myself, I grew up in a broken household. My son is in a broken household. I mean, I'm involved in his life, and his mom lives right down the street, five minutes away, but it's still a broken household. And, you know, fathers are needed. I'm not with him every day. Even though I see him every day, my presence isn't in his household every day. When he's with me, yes, my presence is here, but he doesn't feel my presence in the household every day because sometimes it's with his mom, and sometimes it's with me, of course. But this is what's needed in our children's lives, especially the young men who we need to teach and grow to be leaders and be followers of Christ, right? So discipline is needed. Discipline will help us to uh, will guide us to make better decisions in life. Without the discipline, how will we learn? And is and sometimes and sometimes a mother's discipline, it works. It's strong, but there's nothing like the discipline of a father, right? And our father, he disciplines us when we are wrong, right? Let's go to Hebrews 12:4 and 11. It says, "You have not yet resisted to the point of shedding blood in your striving against sin, and you have forgotten the extortion which addressed to you as sons. My son, do not regard lightly the discipline of the Lord, nor faint when you are punished by him. For whom the Lord loves, he disciplines, and he punishes every son whom he accepts." It is for discipline that you endure. God deals with you as with sons. For what son there whom his father does not discipline? But if you are without, di- but if you are without discipline, of which all have become partakers, then you are an illegitimate. You are illegitimate children and not sons. Furthermore, f- furthermore, we had earthly fathers to discipline us, and we respected them. Shall we not much more be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they discipline us for a short time as seemed best to them, but he disciplines us for our good, so that we may share his holiness. For the moment, all discipline seems not to be pleasant, but painful, yet to those who have been trained by it, afterward it yields the peace. It yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness. So, why does God discipline us? Because he loves us. Why do we discipline our children? Because we love them. We need the discipline to show us right from wrong, to encourage us to do right, right? If you don't discipline your children, you're not showing love. And we saw the examples of an undisciplined child and an undisciplined person. Once again, I see no problem with this. Let me know your thoughts. God bless you all. Be safe.